So hopefully by now you have completely solved the problem on your own, going back to the graph and doing these steps that we discussed earlier. So let us now show you the solution.
You have this diagram, right? You have this diagram. We are talking of 0.8% carbon steel, 0.8% carbon steel. So draw a vertical line here. Draw a vertical line here, isn't it? 0.8% carbon steel. It is at some temperature 750, and we go to just below this line, right? So we are roughly here at this point. Now here, just below 723, draw a horizontal line, right? Just below 723, right? Just above, just below 720. So actually just follow the 723 line. So if you hit it here, what do you get? 0.02% carbon. And at 0.02% carbon, what do you have? Alpha, right? Do you agree that you are at this point? So if you draw your horizontal temperature line, which is the tie line, it will cut the left side here, which is alpha, and the composition, if you read it here, composition, then it is 0.02% carbon, it is given. If you go to the right hand side, what material do you have? You have iron carbide. And what is the composition? It is always 6.67%. So on this tie line, at your given temperature of just below 723 Celsius, the left point is alpha at 0.02% carbon, and the right point is cementite at 6.67% carbon. So this is it. And now you can find the lever rule and apply it. What is the mass fraction of alpha and what is the mass fraction of cementite? So I am showing everything here. The diagram is here. And you see, if you draw the tie line, then it is always grade. This is the tie line. On the left, you have alpha, and alpha is 0.02% carbon. On the right is cementite, and it is at 6.67% carbon. And in between, the W0 is your 0.8% carbon, right? 0.8% carbon. So this is the alpha side. So if you want to find the mass fraction of alpha, it is on the other side. This is cementite. So the mass fraction of cementite is on the other side. This is the lever rule, remember. So when you want to find the mass fraction of eutectoid cementite, then you go to the other side. So this is 0.8% minus 0.02%. Upon total length of the line, 6.67% minus 0.02%. So this is it, right? This is just, you see, iron carbide diagram is just that. It is another example of the last chapter. Last chapter, you have already learned everything that you wanted to learn to understand this. It is just that the new example is a steel, which is iron and carbon. You are applying it, but otherwise you know it. So, right. So you have noted down left side 0.02%, center the original W0 0.8%, and right side 6.67%. So just apply it and calculate it. Weight percent ferrite is 6.67 minus 0.8, 6.67 minus 0.02, whatever number you get. You can say 100 minus this and you will get the answer, but I always want to do the other one so that we are sure that our answer is right. Weight percent cementite 0.08 minus 0.02 upon 6.67 minus 0.02. And of course, if this is 88.3%, this should be 11.7%, so that they add together to get roughly 100%. You can get 99.9%, right? But that will be still okay. So I always encourage you that once you find one side, weight percent eutectoid ferrite, then the other answer is 100 minus this. But rather than doing this, just do this calculation. It will take half a minute more. But then when you add these two and you get 100%, you know that both your answers are very right, right? So this is not weight percent ferrite. This is weight percent eutectoid ferrite, and this is weight percent eutectoid cementite. But this will now remain the same at just below 723 or even all the way if you go to room temperature. Okay, so this is it, and we will go to.
So we will continue explaining this topic and later topics in the next lecture, hopefully. For today, we will stop here. And again, my request that please go through the lectures, the PDF lecture notes and the videos of the lectures carefully. Give it some time. Prepare it ahead of time. Don't wait till the quizzes and the exams to do them. And if you give them just a little bit of time, then you can prepare well and manage the course in a better way if you give the time properly. Thank you. See you next time, inshallah. Ma salama.